Håll inne. Grönt ljus så låter det. Grymt.
Ja, typ, domarna, skriv ner era, vilka hack ni tycker är bra. Kolla på listan liksom. Gör liksom. Sen får mötet.
Do you know if there's any HMI?
Anna, vad frågar du?
HDMI. Kommer det finnas HDMI?
Finns där uppe. Det finns massa olika sorters standard. Men det där blir...
Oh, sorry. Hello, it's time for 57 demos. That's a lot. So since we really don't know what you're planning to show us, we have a couple of different ways to show things. So bear with us if the transition time between demos might be a bit longer than expected. But let's do our best. So we're going to do it this way. Jonas over here will keep track of the list of demos, and he will announce every next team that's supposed to go up. And we'll basically try to have two tables, or if you have more of a stationary hardware hack, we'll probably come over to you with Sebastian, who has a camera over here. And we have threadless mics and everything. So let's try this and see how it goes. And afterwards, when everyone is done, the partner and yours and everyone will gather together and discuss, and we'll have a small ceremony. Fantastic. So let's start. So, Jonas?
Yeah. The first presenter is Ada Lovelace Tribute Band. And after that one, Middle Looper, and then Push View. Welcome.
Hello, we're in this corner. We are Ada Lovelace Tribute Band. It's Pelle, Johan, Andre is not here right now, and my name is Christian. What we have done is a tribute to Ada Lovelace, who is wrote the first computer program, and we have a painting of her that someone digitized. This digital data we transform into control voltage using a special protocol that Johan has been working on, and using this machine that is actually an automation unit for SSL mixing boards with 96 channels of control voltage. So the picture is turned into control voltage, which this modular synth plays, as you can hear, but also the control voltage is turned back into digital data as MIDI, and it goes into Ableton Live, where the MIDI is tweaked a little bit, and it plays this piano sample, which is a sample of a piano that Ada once played. So enjoy our tune here. Thank you.
Okay, we have something with the video camera. You just give us a couple of seconds. Okay, so we seem to have two different lists. Should we go for, could push view come to the stage? Or if you have a stationary hack, please, please stay where you are.
Okay, thank you. I prefer to stay in the dark.
Just wait a minute, we'll try to get the camera feed as well.
Yeah, okay, but I hope it's visible. So, yeah, I was trying to sleep in the morning, but the algorithm of like 3D conversion of the RGB values to MIDI note velocity was coming in my head, and I decided, so okay, I should do this. So this is basically live view, and this push is showing the camera, but it's like 8 by 8 pixels. So yeah. Let's try to maybe show him. It's a bit color blind, but well. So the cheese, at least he knows the cheese. Okay, maybe apple. Well, yeah, a bit orange. Yes, yes, you're right. And the bread. Oh no, it's not blue. Come on. Well, the pear. Yeah. Okay. So basically, you can do karate like. Yeah. So I know what I will do with this push when all encoders will broke. It will be a screen. Thank you.
Okay, coming up next is Dice Logic, and after that, bass drum.
There you go. Wait, hold on. Let me see, is it live?
Do you need anything else?
Is it live? Is it live? Yeah, it's working. All right. All right. So it's all right. We're Dice Logic. I'm Eric Kjellman, and this is Bo Lee, and we're both interested in generative music, and specifically music that is made by objects detected from video streams. So we sort of came at this hack with the idea of building a general tool that we could use both for ourselves and for our friends, and potentially also your friends, of course, to grab video data from our surroundings and send them to a multi-threaded C server, which is running on this laptop, which uses OpenCV to detect objects in the environment and then send back coordinates that are then used on the Android side with pure data to make sound. So obviously, as you can hear, this sound is a bit of a cacophony right now because the object detection is not really working as promised. I don't know if you can hear anything actually. Yeah, so it's completely dependent on the objects that it tracks. So it's tracking nothing right now. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna put in some work on that, and after that we'll see where it takes off. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks, guys.
sorry. Which are you bass drum?
Yes.
You can clap already.
I'm going to do this mic.
No, take this one. Or take that one.
He needs both his hands, though, he says.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, we can...
So that could present difficulty.
But not plug in, unfortunately. Just do it like this. This actually works. Nope. Should I hold it for you instead?
I can do it. I can.
Okay. Could you hold it?
Yeah, here. Does this? Yeah.
I don't have audio yet.
You don't? Are you sending something?
Well, yes. Hey, now we are.
Okay, so next on stage here is bass drum.
Wait, still need a minute.
We're still configuring. And as you can see, Costro rocket generator and connected plugins are coming up next.
All right, so we could use a little more volume on the computer. All right. So this is not going to be as sexy as some of the others. It's a very utilitarian thing, but I think a very important one. So what I'm going to show you, I am grabbing note information from this controller and everything else from this one, just simply combining the two. So, let's hear. Yeah, there's a absence of hands. But as I press this, I've got different string sounds and different bass sounds. I can pick different notes within the chord and essentially play a bunch of different instruments in different ways simultaneously, and all of that will change how it's playing based on what notes I'm holding over here as this changes. And the reason it becomes an important idea is that it doesn't have to be one person with two controllers. This is something that easily expands to a large group of people with a large number of controllers, that there's just one central person perhaps picking the chord progression, but everyone influences the music in different ways. And you're going to see a lot of ideas up here that will lend themselves really well to that, and I hope that we're going to be able to collaborate on some of them, push them in that direction. I think that's it for me.
Great.
Okay, welcome to stage, Costro rock generator. After that, connected plugins and floater. We should also say that each team has 90 seconds, and then there will be interrupt music playing if you go above 90 seconds, just so you know.
Great,
Like
9 seconds to go. Costro rock generator. Looks pretty safe so far. And I'm gonna picture you. No, I'm gonna picture the table, sorry. And where is the sound? So. No. You think so, right? So all of a sudden, some rock music playing, and this is the first screen here, and it's called the grid. And the good thing about the grid that whatever you play, it will sound great because we wrote this music, and it also works with tilt. And it's the second screen, there's a steering wheel, and it works as a mechanical music box. So as faster you turn it, and it also works in a more sporty way. Yeah. And this is the third screen, and here we have also we analyzed the pictures, and this is effects. So it picks the most popular color it sees and change the effects of the drum, because I pressed the drum here. And that's it. And so what we did, we just took the image, analyzed the colors, and we picked the most popular colors, and we analyzed the intensity, and based on that we created this music. So we actually wrote the whole score dependent on, yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Ja, visst, sure. Men då måste du fixa det.
I can probably handle it myself. No, yeah, but you want mine. Oh, yeah, please.
Okay, so welcome to stage. Then connected plugins. Upcoming is Floater and then Beatflux. Welcome.
Hey, how's everyone doing? Okay, so for my hack, I created a set of plugins which can talk to each other via OSC to improve the flexibility of MIDI mapping in hosts such as Logic. So let me show you a demo of that kind of thing. So on an instrument track, I'm going to load up a MIDI routing app, or plugin rather, and this allows you to route control surface data like that into this plugin, and then route one of the inputs to a particular plugin on the system. So if I'm going to open up an audio plugin on this drum track. So this is just a simple gain plugin. I'm going to give it a name and an OSC port. And now, as you can see, in this MIDI router, it's picked up the plugin, and I can select any of the parameters from that plugin, and it should control it like that. So now that will control the gain of the audio track, even though it's not a MIDI track. And where it gets really interesting, well, I think anyway, is how you can make this interact with existing plugins. So I've created a wrapper plugin which essentially adds a layer to any existing plugin. So let's give this a name. Completely spelt that wrong. Let's give it a port. And now, as you can see in the MIDI routing app, it's picked up that plugin and it gives it access to all the existing parameters within that plugin. So let's just select some things. Oh, I really want to show you this. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So that's all being controlled via OSC. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
All right, next up on the stage, we have Floater, followed by Beatflux and Lego Techno. Okay, Floater. We called our project A Bridge Too Far initially to symbolize the number of stupid number of bridges we had to cross to connect a browser over the web using a Juggernaut service to the Redis server, back over Juggernaut, back to a host using Node.js, through Osculator to Reason. So we have 6 or 7 jumps that the data is going, and all of this is so that you all can play together if you bring your phones out now and go to floater.se. Let's or desktops, yes, for sure. So every user has their own color, and this is a good stress test. You get a color randomized when you start the Floater app, and then you play that color, and everybody can play together. You make such beautiful music. Thank you. All right. That was Floater. Let's welcome Beatflux up to the stage. Yeah. Get hyped.
Hello, everybody. I'm sure a lot of you, if you stayed here through the night, have already heard what my project does. It's called Beatflux. It was supposed to have one of these Newmark accelerometer controllers for each hand, as well as the spatial information coming from these cables that lead to an obsolete game controller that's on the floor. And it uses Max MSP and Max for Live and Ableton to do some looping. So I'll just show you what it does. I recorded the drums in advance, because otherwise this would take longer than 90 seconds. This was so unbelievably bound to happen. There is a far more accurate demonstration video available on YouTube which shows what it can do. But if anyone would like to come and talk to me about it, feel free. I may be asleep in the next few minutes, though, however, I'm very sorry.
All right, give it up for Beatflux. All right, next up on stage, we have Lego Techno, followed by Midil and My Little Sony. Lego Techno up next.
Hey everybody. It seems like we got 2 new categories of hacks here at this hack day. We got the stationary hacks. You need to come to a desk to see it. And we got the light-dependent hacks. We need to open the blinds to actually have something to work. I also have to say I'm really sorry Ableton didn't submit a hack. We would have loved to give them a Machine Studio. What does it do? It's a Lego-based sequencer effect parameter controller. Lego is... actually, there should be some sound running through there. Do I have to put anything up? Oh yeah. More sound, please. What does it do? We have a pattern sequencer and an XY pad and a fader and a rotary controller, and it controls Machine through some image processing wizardry. And Bram, please play it for us. And be careful with the cables. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lego Techno. Which number? Next up is Midil. They're number 10.
10.
Which one are you? Which project are you? Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
So still a long way, okay.
Han undrar om man kan streama både en datorskärm och en All right, up next we have Midil.
Hi. Yeah, hi. My name is Bertrand. The idea with Midil is to give a wireless connectivity to any MIDI instrument. So I built a small device that you can plug to your instrument. And then it will show up in as a Bluetooth device. So then you can use. I made a small app here to connect to the device, and then right, you have to power up your device too. And then and then it's connected, and then I made a small app where you can play some single MIDI events, but the device broke 30 minutes before, so it's not working. But that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, MIDI. All right, up next, we have My Little Sony, followed by Monoblep Meblatron. Props for that name. And then Look Mum No Hands.
I think we skip our presentation in the sense of our presentation material. We have taken a small Sony pocket drum machine. The idea was to simply implement MIDI input, so it could be controlled with whatever MIDI sequencer you feel like. The first drawback we encountered was that the drum machine wasn't working. So we had to do a repair job, replace a lot of capacitors, and in the end we managed to get it up and running. And after a while we made sure to solder a lot of wires, which we put through a switch IC. So after that we made sure to add the MIDI input, which apparently does not sound. Did you pull the volume down?
It should be up now. That's weird. Okay, try that on my cable. Let's switch to this one instead. It's giving sound here, so. Is the right input for from computer?
It's looking like it's a lot of hum or something.
Yeah, that's weird. I hear something, but
yeah. Let's try it the other way around. See if it's. Yeah, here we have sound. Let's see. Yeah. Might be the batteries going bad. Kan mycket väl vara datorn som bidrar med skräp. All right. It seems we are not getting that much sound out of this one. Neither in the manual mode either, so. Yeah. If you want a demonstration, you'll have to come by us later, I guess.
All right, moving right along here. Next up, Monoblep Meblatron. That name's crazy. It's awesome.
makes any noise.
Hello, I'm Leonardo, and for this 24-hour hackathon, when I came, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, so I just checked what I had in my bag, and I found a MIDI Micro, a Monotron, some Arduinos, and I blend them together in order to get an instrument. But I wanted to give it some superpowers, so I gave it a MIDI OSC input. So here I have the MIDI that is routing audio to the Monotron, and I have my laptop over there sequencing with live, sending OSC messages that right now I'm getting with the netbook, and it's giving CV voltage to the Monotron, MIDI to the MIDI, and I'm also reading these controllers in order to get send some other messages to the MIDI. So what you're hearing now, it's only the Monotron. And let's kick into the filter the MIDI. And we can start playing with it and get a little bit crazy with the Monotron filter. So that's it. Thanks.
Alrighty, rolling right along. Next up, we have Look Mum, No Hands, followed by Cyclone and Big Ass MIDI Cube.
Hi everyone. So MIDI controllers, I'm Yuli from Reactify. MIDI controllers come in all shapes and sizes these days, which is great because they offer us very flexible control of our loops and sounds and plugins and effects. But if you're an instrumentalist or a singer and you like playing with effects and manipulating them at the same time, it can be a bit of a distraction to be having a hand on a hardware controller while trying to concentrate on singing well or playing well. So what I've tried to do is bring those two things closer together, and we're using pitch detection and phrase recognition to actually control elements from your live set while you just have to concentrate on singing or playing. So without further ado. So I've got a few phrases that it's looking for. So for example, So the kind of things you can control is launch clips and scenes. You can have it recognize 3-note phrases like we were doing there, but you can also get it to recognize things above certain thresholds. So for example, that's it. Thanks very much.
Oh, yeah. Yup, next up, we have Cyclone, followed by Big Ass MIDI Cube.
Hey, I'm Josh. I brought a little work in progress. It's called Cyclone. It's kind of my first try at a synthesizer. It creates waveforms out of these crazy shapes with a lot of math. And if you try it, it sounds like this. No, it doesn't. Shit, why doesn't it? It's just no sound coming. No, like, it should make, like, this doesn't make sound too. It's not the...
I don't get any in at all from this side.
That usually makes sound.
If you just run it from the computer by itself, then try something else.
Yeah. No, it doesn't make sound. But is it like the jack maybe?
Try now.
Is it maybe this?
There's something with your computer that doesn't play it or anything.
But like it worked all the time.
Yeah, it's really weird. Gonna get in the sun roll. Okay, should we take someone else in between?
Yeah, maybe do that.
Okay.
Try it again.
All right, we're gonna return to Cyclone later, but in the meantime, let's have a big-ass MIDI cube. Yeah, give it up for big-ass MIDI cube.
All right, so we had this huge inflatable green cube over there yesterday for some reason. And we also had some tracking devices, tiny beacon things. So obviously this needs to be made into a MIDI device. So we did that. Let's see if this runs.
Wrong pattern. Is the wrong pattern? That doesn't matter. Slight delay.
Taped. It's meant for festivals and stuff. That's it.
Thank you, big-ass MIDI cube. Up next, we have Webpegiator. Did I say that right? Yeah, go ahead, man. Webpegiator, followed by Jamnastique and Pi MIDI Wi-Fi.
All right, hi everyone. Before I start demonstration, can everybody who uses Chrome browser, go to this little URL in here. So, and then press connect, because can you all, if you all do that, it would be nice, because the project is, I'm gonna be distributing an arpeggiator and use your machines as a sound generator. So if you plug out your headphones and raise the volume also, it would be nice. Thanks. All good? Ready? Hopefully it's gonna work. So now I can change the rate and everything. And if I change the notes here, it's gonna change also. And up to 50 people can connect. If you connect more, it's gonna be better. That's the address. So as you can see, it's the MIDI track going through the arpeggiator in live, and then coming back with WebRTC, I'm sending it to your devices, and Web Audio API is generating the sound in your browser. You really hacked us. So that's it, thanks.
Thank you, WebPeggiator. All right. Up next, Jamnastic, followed by Pi MIDI Wi-Fi. Let's do it.
Hi everyone. So I'm calling this Jamnastique, a word I stole from my 7-year-old daughter. She drew a scene of people dancing and exercising, and it was called Jamnastics. She misspelled gymnastics. So this is a step sequencer in the browser, and I have an Arduino-powered hardware controller. So I have a Node server using this pretty cool Node module called Johnny 5 that talks to the Arduino IDE. Anyway, I'll demonstrate.
Thank you, Jamnastic. Next up, we have Pi MIDI Wi-Fi, followed by Spread the MIDI and Color Organ General MIDI Hack Bonanza. Again, epic name.
Good to go. You should be ready to go with the sound as well.
Hi everyone. I'm going to show you my connection with my drum devices. I like to play drums on acoustic drums, and since time ago I started playing electronic drums and started using Korg Casped. And one day I started to think that I don't need the wires anymore. So I found my Raspberry Pi, plugged it in to my Multi 12, and this is another implementation of Raspberry. So they communicating each other without any wires, so just with MIDI messages. So it's sometimes handy to assign some controllers. So I'm gonna show you like right now.
Well done. Thank you, Pi MIDI Wi-Fi. Next up, we got Spread the MIDI, followed by Color Organ General MIDI Hack Bonanza.
Hello, we're Spread the MIDI. Basically, me and Axel are collaborating. I live in Stockholm and he lives in Gothenburg, and we make music together. And we wanted some nice way to communicate. And we use Dropbox, use a lot of Google products to like sync everything and make sure that we're working on the latest stuff. So we wanted to collaborate, and we're using Google Docs to make like live performance wherever you are. So can you start by writing something in our Google Docs?
So this is the synthesizer, and the other one is the drums. So and what's happening is we have a Python script running, scraping the page, and then sending out MIDI, so we can hook it up to basically anything that supports MIDI.
Well done. Thank you. Spread the MIDI. Next up, Color Organ General MIDI Hack Bonanza, followed by Cordio and Skymning Saga.
Hello. Okay. Everybody knows this sound, right? Everybody loves it. It's the warm sound of the small ants in your computer who are chasing around each other. Don't you think? Okay, we'll do it. This is a lo-fi demo. It's okay. So hello, every hacker in here. I spent yesterday trying to meet every single one of you and talk to you. I think you're amazing. So thank you. Like, give yourself a huge amount of applause. Like, thank you. Like, you gave so much to me. So I then spent the night after that hacking, and this is what I came up with. Like, you all know this sound? Or is there a sound? Okay, so we need a sound. Okay, it's the cable, right. So I have no jokes for you, sorry. Yeah. All right, so what is up with the sound here? It's really weird. Okay, so we have no sound. I could show it without sound, but yeah, I have a little bit of sound, but you can try it again one more time, but no. Okay, yeah, we have some sound. Okay, it's all right. Let's keep the ants rolling. It's all right. It fits. So, does anybody know this sound? Do you remember it? The first time you heard about MIDI, like in the 90s, right? All right, cool. So this is why I use it. It's a tribute to MIDI, but it's also because it's a visual demo and not a sound demo. So what I'm going to show you is one way to show the sound, the visual aspect of music. All right. So you all know synesthesia, but it depends. Every synesthesia is different, so you can tune it. And it's a spectrum, so... Okay, it's really difficult with this, so I'm going to stop talking now and just do something.
Thank you, Color Organ General, MIDI Hack Bonanza. Coolest name. Next up, we have Cordio, followed by Skymningssaga, and then Mobius live sampling, looping, mangling performance setup. God, you guys are killing me with these names, man. Okay. All right. Well, Cordio and Skymningssaga both have to fix their setup a little bit. So we're going to move right along. And next up then we have, oh God, Mobius Live Sampling, Looping, Mangling Performance Setup. Anyone? Oh, there we go. We got a winner.
Yes, hello. My name is Per Boysen. I'm Swedish, and I use a mock-up between different components. No hardcore programming actually. So I use and it's a system for musicians to play and generate music, and a system for instant composing and mangling. You can actually do in real time all the classical tape music audio mangling tricks from the late 50s, if you know about those guys, San Francisco Tape Center and IRCAM, where they started. So I'm waiting for my sound to come on board here.
Do you send anything now?
Yes, I can send a little more. Okay.
Could the other guys who have the mixer board just reply?
Does anyone have converters from the quarter-inch guitar cable to the small laptop phono? Super. Actually, we would need two if it's possible. Okay, we do a stereo demo in mono then. You're welcome. Oh, there's another one.
I have one around my neck too. Oh, you got one there. No, it's vice versa. It's okay. No, it's
probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vice versa. So. Yeah.
But that would work.
So go. From what end to what end?
Oh.
Yeah, you know this stuff.
Han går ut någonting else nu. Han går rakt in den här. Can this be helpful?
No, we need this.
Okay.
For actually
Yeah. Okej, men om jag tar härifrån, från phones-utgången, där är det, där är det en annan...
Ja, okej, men det kan vi göra.
För då funkar den, men då måste jag få en kontakt och med den konvertern där.
Så då?
Då kan det vara lite högt så att jag drar ner först.
Jag drar ner här också. Kör ut.
Yeah, okay.
Där så.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm not going to waste my 90 seconds speaking more. So I will just play a very soft piece, and I have this generate music hack going on in the background. It's MIDI clips in live, telling the Mobius sampler to snatch a short slice here and there from what I'm playing, and we see how long I get, but the longer I play, the more something will build up behind me.
Thank you, thank you. All right, Cordio and or Skymning Saga, are you guys ready? Skymning Saga? Okay. All right, well, in the meantime then, let's take our friend Digital Tape. You guys want help? Vill ni ha hjälp eller? Eller jag kanske borde bara flytta på mig.
Yeah, I'm Johan, and I've got this boring, cheap MIDI controller with lots of knobs that I wanted to turn into something like an instrument for me. And I'm into tape loops, so it's basically now a 24-channel mixer. I hope. No, I don't get any MIDI. Yeah. So I just control like 24 different loops of samples here. And some reverb. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, Skymning Saga, are we good to go? All right, great. Next up then, we're gonna have Skymning Saga. Cordio, are you ready to go after them? Maybe? All right, well, we'll hold off on that. But for now, Skymning Saga.
Hello everyone, I'm Alexander, this is Jonas. We have created a mountain. It's basically a conductive landscape soundscape controller. And we're just gonna hit play and play with it.
Excellent. Thank you, Skymning Saga. Cordio. So should we go to somebody else for now? All right then, moving right along. I guess the next act would then be L4996MS Bandicoot by Valtteri Wikström and Scott McGregor. Sorry for the short notice, guys. But that's who's next on the docket anyway. Oh, there you guys are. Then after that, we will have Visk, and then MIR for live, and then we're hoping we can squeeze Cordio in there somewhere in between.
Yeah, good to go. Hi guys, I'm Scott, this is Valtteri, and we decided to build a MIDI looper. And what it does is you can install intercept any MIDI device just via a normal MIDI cable, and the signal will go from there into the box, and then it has 4 channels, so you can record 4 different parameters per channel. So you can play a note on one channel and record it in using our foot pedal to start the recording, and it will loop for 2 bars. It's only 2 bars right now because we're restricted with memory. And then it should. There you go. And on the side, on the left and the right, we have a global tempo, so you can increase the tempo and the playback speed. And this knob on the right-hand side is actually a quantizer, so it actually quantizes the things that you play in. But not only does it do that, you can actually quantize the music as it plays, so you can change like the swing time of it and everything. You can get these really nice funky tunes out of it when it works. But it's not working. Typical.
All right, thanks, guys. All right. So let's just go with Visk next up on the stage, and then after that, we're gonna have MIR for live and Remote Goat, and we're still hoping that we can get Cordio up here sometime soon.
Okay, hello. Yeah, our idea based on like pictures to sound. So it's like when it's hard to tweak the sound you really want, you sometimes need some extra inspiration. So what we do is that we turn a live video stream into a oscillator. So you can change the oscillator waveform from the video. And how we do that is that we process now our image display. Yeah. So yeah, we take a video stream from the camera, and we do some edge detection there in processing, and we kind of create this waveform for the best path through the image, and we pass this via OSC to Max and Ableton Max for Live, and we have created a synthesizer that takes this waveform, and here is how it looks like. So to the right we have the, you understand.
Huh? Right. So you can see the synth on the bottom there, and it follows, the oscillator follows the video. That wasn't me.
That's just the VGA that's messing up now. Det är nämnden bygger om som de vill...
Yeah, it's okay. That's basically it. You can draw your own waveforms, just use any pictures from the webcam.
All right, so now we have MIR for Live on the stage. Then after that, we're going to insert MIDI Looper, who were supposed to go earlier but didn't get to go. Then we're going to have Remote Goat and K Trumpet. So all you guys are on deck.
Okay, hi guys. Yeah, we actually like signal processing, and we like smart algorithms and such stuff, that we thought about all these nice DAWs. We actually want to get everything out of this DAW and process this with music technology algorithms. And this guy here, he's into music information retrieval stuff. So we have a short demo, and Niels is telling us how it works.
Okay. Well, we're using the Python API, the one that was shown to us yesterday, and we are basically using that API. We're able to use all the scientific libraries that are already there for music information retrieval or scientific calculations in general. So the gist of it, like the use case in this case is an automated recording and overdubbing system or looper. So. And it's able to detect any rhythm or any pattern you're playing, so you're not required to play any pre-calculated or pre-calibrated patterns. So now it recognized that the loop has been played twice and automatically closed it and also labeled it correctly. Now the second part is actually using chord detection, not just single note detection. Using, what's the library? Music 21 or something. Okay, so now it's playing the chords as well as the
the drums, and the next part will be a roll again. Yeah, that's it.
As you hear, it's very, very round loops, very smooth, perfect cut. So we are ready for release it soon, maybe.
All right, so we are ready for Cordio. So we're gonna let her take the stage now. Then after that, we're gonna run with MIDI Looper. And then after that, we're gonna have, as planned, Remote Goat, K Trumpet, and then Auxy MIDI out.
So I just realized that was kind of a marketing strategy because you got to hear the name of this product like a billion times before I got on. But my name is Simon Jach, and excuse me for being rubbish at playing guitar. I do not make... yeah, I try to like compromise for it by having a rock and roll iPhone, as we call it, but I'm still rubbish at playing guitar. Okay. This is going so much worse than any time I've tried it before. There you go. Well, that was a train wreck. Anyway, the way it works is, or it's supposed to work through capacitance. So it's good that I'm a bit nervous because then my hands get sweaty. And so the Arduino just monitors which chords I press. And then I have a Bluetooth chip here that sends the information over Bluetooth Low Energy to my phone. And it monitors where I hold my fingers. So the chords, these are just for electricity. So they actually work just by themselves. Cool, thank you. I'm sorry for being late.
Thank you, Cordio. All right, let's have MIDI loopers. Get up here then. So then in the wings we can have Remote Goat, K Trumpet, and Auxy MIDI out, all getting ready to get up here.
Okay. Sorry guys for being annoying, but it's actually the main project we were going to do. So yes, it's another MIDI looper as it gets. So well, the main idea is to have the loop completely in sync. So my friend plays drums. So we yes, our team named Neural Lobster. And yes, so there is an ordinary like line 6 guitar looper, but now it's used as MIDI controller. And so we'll maybe try to do something with it. Okay, currently there is the Mitron. just as a commercial, so it uses like any Linux board, like Raspberry Pi or BeagleBone Black, so whatever. You need just this board, USB hub, and the 3 MIDI interfaces. So that's it, and you can like have this stuff, and also controller. Yes, so something, whatever you want. So thank you.
Thank you, MIDI Looper. All right. Up on the stage now, we have Remote Goat. Take it away, guys. Next up, we have K Trumpet and Auxy MIDI Out. Should be getting ready. These guys are Remote Goat, right? I didn't, yeah, all right. Take it away, guys.
Oh, we don't have sound yet.
So yeah, excuses a little bit. Ableton just crashed the same second we went up on stage, which is unfortunate. But we're getting some sound here and some visuals, so I might as well just explain what we did. All of us have seen YouTube videos, I mean, at least of all of us, people holding up their phones and doing drum loops by beatboxing, you know, recording a loop of beatbox and then, you know, adding more and more tracks until you get a cool loop, and you get impressed by people doing that. And so what we tried to do is make this collaborative. So what we did is it's an Android app communicating over a web server to Ableton in our own VST to collaboratively create drum loops with beatboxing. So we're just gonna display it now. Showing up displaying me when to do some sort of noise, and then I upload it and yeah, mine shout. Yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, Remote Goat. All right, up next we have K Trumpet, followed by Auxy MIDI Out, and then Up All Night and Day and Night and Day and Night Forever after that. Jesus. Turn up the lights and
Yeah, sorry about that. I have so many things to set up. So my name is Kvanch. I'm a trumpet player, as you guys see. So what do? I use Max to process live sound. I love live processing, and also I love live performance and using electronics. So I coded my patch. It's in a way like right now it does two things. I have 8 playback tracks, and then I have 24 buffers to choose, and I just playback them with variable speeds. And then I record live events with reverbs, delays, and things like that. It's just, I mean, I think for me it's important to just to be able to play it in a way like an instrument, because you have so many things, but it's hard to play. Anyway, then what I do, I have an audiovisual patch. I do partial tracking on Max generated sound, and then with the gyroscope on the trumpet, I just move those. So it's like a prototype of a prototype. I mean, I did fast prototyping just yesterday with those gyroscope. Maybe I should just show some sounds. Oh, by the way, I use iPad as well to control Max with Mira. Anyway.
Thank you, K Trumpet. All right, next we have Oxy MIDI Out, followed by Up All Night and Day and Night and Day and Night Forever, and then Franz Joseph the Happy Junktar. You guys really went all out on these names, man. Congrats.
All right, awesome. Can we get the projector as well? I can talk meanwhile. I'm Henrik and this is Fredrik, and we started a company called Oxy because we think it's time that someone makes a much simpler and cleaner and better music making experience. And we're working on our first app, which is an iPad app that you're going to see. It's going to be self-contained, but for this MIDI hack, we decided we wanted to try to use it. It's a sequencer, so we wanted to use it with external hardware. So we built like a MIDI out support, and we did a little jam session for you with a Nordlead 4. Do you have the other projector, perhaps? Hade ni inte den med HDMI? Jo, det gör det. För att den tar inte den ändå. Alltså, den känner inte av den. Var det den som inte ljud? Where is it? Yeah. No sound. Yeah, I did. It was there.
Vi fuskade alltså och gjorde en video i förväg för att göra demon säker. Men det räckte tydligen inte.
But we should have this one. Do you want the HDMI sound or do you want the out sound? So I mean, this one, we want this one as a sound. Can you get that?
I'm thinking with HDMI.
No, we should have this one. Can we get this? It's all right. This one is not working.
There's a wireless protocol.
I mean, it doesn't. You can hear that it's not sounding. Oh well, we were going to do the fastest and tightest demo of all times. Yeah. So now we have sound in the cables. Do we have that? Oh, right. Let's do this.
Awesome.
All right. So that's the app we're working on. We need more people for the team, audio developers, audio designers, iOS coders, and whatnot. So come talk to us if you're excited about this type of vision and the company. So, all right.
Thank you, Oxy MIDI out. All right, next up. Up all night and day and night and day and night forever. And then after that, we have Franz Josef, the Happy Junktar, and then Arcosillo. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. Arcosillo.
So I've written a piece of music called Up All Night and Day and Night and Day and Night Forever, which is essentially a minimal techno track that's randomly generated and plays forever. And it sounds a bit like this. Let's hope the random number generators are in our favor. So what's happening is we have a whole load of these pattern generators. I've written just all of this as a Scala program, like no special libraries or anything. It's generating MIDI messages and sending them to the loopback driver in the Mac thing. And then I've just got a load of stuff in Ableton that's rigged up to the messages that are being generated and playing sounds from it. So I've kind of half designed the sounds and set up some parameters that sound good. And then everything's just driven from that. And just I've set the mutation parameters to be a bit faster than usual, so hopefully we should be able to hear it changing a little bit over time. But we'll just play it out to the end of 90 seconds. Random number generators like me today. The source code's on GitHub if you want to check it out. devw/MIDI hack. Key change.
That's it.
Cheers.
Thank you. Up all night and day and night and day and night forever. All right, next up we have Franz Josef, the Happy Junk Tar, followed by Arosio, and then We Remote Air Drums. Oh, I'm in your way.
No, no video. Okay, hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are die Zauberer von Grinzing. And as some of you have already seen, we developed Franz Josef, the Happy Junk Tar. Can you please tune it first? Tune it! Basically, we screwed some junk on some other junk, and yeah, and it's parts of a MIDI keyboard, lots of parts of that, and an Arduino with lights that don't work anymore, and some pressure sensors, which Martin prefers for some reason to any other thing. Yes, it's an old school instrument. I mean, it's a really old guitar thingy. But it's dressed up now to fit in with all the cool MIDI stuff that's around here. So, but it really overdid it. So it's a masquerade. Come on, can you show us what it can do? So, and lots of people already asked us if this thing is any good and if it's stable. The people asked us if it's stable, and we've been wondering that as well. So, Martin, is it stable?
No.
Thank you.
It's definitely a junk tar now. All right, next up, I still don't know if I'm saying this right, but Arcosio. Somebody needs to let me know. Then We Remote Air Drums, and then after that, we have MIDI Light. All y'all should be getting ready.
Okay, hi kids. So I made a little oscillator in the browser actually. So I wanted to experiment with the web audio API. So let's see what it can do. Okay, looks good. So let's see, turn it on. Yeah, there might be. So what it does is it actually listens to the sound waves, like the acoustic environment. So if we all clap our hands now. Quiet. And I can. Yeah. Go ahead, clap randomly. We can. Yeah, we can. We can change into. Okay, this was a sine wave. We can use a square wave. Yeah. Yeah, and we have a sawtooth wave and a triangle wave. Yeah, smooth. And of course you can turn it off. That was it.
Thank you, Otto. Did I say that? Autosio?
Yeah, it's arcosillo, I guess. So it's wordplay
cool.
with the canvas shape arc, circle, and oscillator.
All right, great.
Arcosillo.
All right, I didn't completely make a fool of myself then. All right. All right, great. Next up, we have Wii Remote Air Drums, and then MIDI Light, and then Midular, and then Magic. Stoked to see Magic.
Hallå, 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 do you hear me? Jag behöver ingen skärm. Hello, everybody. First up, I'm so happy that I'm not alone in loving cables and stuff. I thought I was alone, but I'm so happy I'm not. Big thanks to you. So I'm a professional artist from Stockholm, and basically yesterday I spent all day doing nothing because I couldn't get shit done. And as I go home on the bus and I see all the drunken people, I finally cracked it. So essentially I've just been improving my live setup that I perform with in clubs and festivals. So 2 emotes, this is the smart part. Let's do it. Essentially I can change how they alter the sound. Here you got filter on the roll. A little less. You got key, some effects. So basically it works like that. I also made a some drums for the Wiimotes. So let's change the mode. Not like that. Let's see. It's not supposed to work. Okay, let's see. This is pretty beta. I made this morning, so let's see. It's, yeah, really not anywhere done, but it's something, and I hope to be able to perform with it soon. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Wii Remote Air Drums. All right, next up, MIDI Light, followed by Midular. I feel like I'm in the way here. Yep. You got it.
Just keep some sound going.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. We have developed a piece of gear called MIDI Light. And essentially, we're 2 musicians from Norway, and we play around at clubs and bars and stuff. So what we really need is to get some light that's not static all the time. So we want to control the light by using the devices that's already on our hands.
Yeah. So Daniel, for instance, he loves his Korg synth, which has a lot of faders and pads and stuff. And I believe he's going to show us something if I just do that. We have a little lighting rig there, I hope you see it. It basically some other RGB lights, and Daniel is able to change the colors, do both fade to colors, and also use the pads to hard switch to colors. And in addition, I usually stand over here with my synth. And I have, oh, yeah, thank you. I'm not good at this at all. I use this MIDI interface, a cheap MIDI interface, like some of the other guys here. And as you could probably see, is when Daniel is changing something, mine is changing too. So we always have the same interface at our hands.
And to this system, what we actually made was this pure converter that converts from the MIDI interface to the DMX that controls the lightning. So by means of this little box, you can actually connect any MIDI interface you would like. For example, a drum pad. That changes the light really smooth. And finally, yeah. Okay, we got some moving heads on the floor. Not really responding. Is it responding? A little special we made for this MIDI hack was to hook up an old azimuth controller from a merchant ship. We made it a MIDI device, and of course, when it's a MIDI device, you can control pan and tilt. And there you have a following spot. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys. All right, so next up, Midular. Again, I hope I'm saying this right. Then after, in the wings, we have Magic. And then the Chop Boss. That's a sick name.
What's up, Stockholm, Sweden? We made a bunch of Max for Live MIDI devices that you can chain together and create a kind of MIDI modular system. And just so we wouldn't mess up, we made a video. There you go.
Just add one thing, we made it really simple, so we're just showing you what you can do with one note.
Thank you, guys. All right, that was Midular. Next up on the stage, we have Magic, followed by the Chop Boss, and then we're going to let our old friend Cyclone have another run at it. Hopefully the sound works out for him this time. But right now, Magic.
Sorry?
Extend that display, can you?
What's that?
It's fine if not.
Oh no, it's fine. I'll go across to that thing in a second. Most times.
Hello?
Cool. That's on. Yeah, so we're working on a project we're calling Magic, or God, that didn't even fit on the screen. Multiplayer Ableton gestural interactive controller. I guess we were kind of inspired by Peter's talk yesterday, talking about how MIDI is kind of devices connecting together and also people and ideas connecting together. So we thought we'd remove like most of the bulky hardware devices from the picture and replace it by something that we've all got in our pocket. So that looks a bit like this. I think my Swedish is right. I didn't speak it, but I'd like the umlauts. So in a second, we'll give you an IP address to connect to. You connect to it, and when it's your turn to go, it's a little bit like, what's it like the Bop It or something like that, or Pass the Parcel. When it's your turn to go, you get a gestural instruction on the screen. So this one is a rotation. It's like that. We've got a couple of others that are like that and that, or moves like that. So we'll have a go. If I just press play, we'll have a go first, and then I guess in like 2 seconds, if everyone just connects to that address, we'll see what's going on. I guess you can narrate it now.
Okay, let's see. So, so at the moment we've got the bass low. Yeah, so we've got the sort of beats on the bass, the wobble bass. So depending on how it's rolled, it'll be how many sort of beats it is. So you can get that nice Skrillex effect. We've got drum low pass filter, taking it in and out. And then shall I switch? Yeah. Okay. So everybody connect to that URL, and you can all play with it too. So I'm going to switch. Magic.ep.io. It's right down the bottom where you can't see. Magic.ep.io. Yeah, we've got one at the back there. There we go. Okay, it should be switching. Oh, we got a few people. If you got a green screen, that means you're controlling it. So the idea is hopefully at some point we get hundreds of people connecting and get a nice visual experience in the crowd with loads of people controlling the elements.
Thank you, Magic. All right.
Magic.
So, Magic. All right. Next up, we're gonna have the Chop Boss, followed by our old friend Cyclone. And then after that, we're going to have Color Theory Synth. You guys can get ready.
Hello? Okay, hello everybody. So I made this thing called the Chop Boss, And it basically works off the idea. I mean, I like to make like hip hop instrumentals, and the whole idea behind classic hip hop instrumentals is that you kind of sample things. You take things from different locations and kind of put it into a new, cool, interesting, kind of out there, new place. So yeah, I'm just gonna play some stuff, and you can see how it kind of works.
Don't stop. Woo! Yo, that was dope, man. Very sick from the Chop Boss. All right, next up, we got Color Theory Synth. And then after that, Rotary Speaker. And then Ben. Oh, no, wait. Yo. I'm sorry. I totally slipped. Brain fart. Let's welcome my man Cyclone back to the stage. See if it works out better for him this time. Scrap everything else.
I think there's a curse. So let's see if that works.
Just worked recently with.
I don't know, like it.
Try that use again.
All the time. Oh, now it works.
Oh, cool.
Okay, thanks for bearing with me. That was like a slow birth. Terrible. Okay, yeah, that's like a synthesizer I did. It's like based on Bezier curves, as you may have seen already, and it generates like normal tones. And if you move the curves, the sound changes. Yeah, so you see the curve generating the waveform.
and you can do all kinds of stuff with it, like add an envelope to it. Or what I added just today is you can add external MIDI controllers to control the shape. Which goes like this. And I hope that works now. Ableton should send MIDI to it. Oh yeah. Here we go. And now we can just like send automation as well over and have it move the shape around. That's like the information that's coming from Ableton. And you can like design your sound by generating a shape. And there's actually like no filters or anything involved. Like everything you hear is directly generated from the path. And you have like a second one. You can detune. And like put an amp envelope on it.
It was well worth the wait.
Thanks.
Thank you, Cyclone. All right, moving on. We got Color Theory Synth next up. Then we got Rotary Speaker, followed by Ben Bengler and Fiore Martin.
Think you have any sound yet? Oh, okay, now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just make some turbo sounds. Good. Right. Hi. I'm the MIDI Thief. I'm an audiovisual performer, but with, I guess, stronger focus on the visual, which is going to be pretty apparent. So I made a color theory synth. I was going to have, now my background image is not working. I was going to show you a color wheel to give you a quick idea of how it works, but it's kind of like you pick one color and it will go on the other side of the color spectrum or the color wheel and pick matching color. And then I'm turning those colors into MIDI notes. And when I thought about this, because I've been working a lot with the color theory lately, and in my head, it kind of sounded like, this will sound great. It's like a choir of angels. It's going to be awesome. And then I put it together, and it sounded pretty terrible. But I'll show you anyway.
So here's my interface. So it's measuring colors in the dead center here. We should make some sound though. Even okay, well actually, yeah, I have it turned off because I don't have a note off, so it's will continuously. So we can use that for. That was on complementary. So just pick the original color, and we'll pick another color on the other side of the color spectrum. Or maybe I also we'll just kill that sound and go to the next one. That's the triads. Let's use this little piece of Lego I got from Native Instruments. Thank you very much. Oh, and sound again. Woo. Great. And then we have, okay, say we have one other, we have tetrads. Oh, let's kill it first and then. Ta-da! And the last one is monochromatic. Darker sounding. Go orange, go. Woo! All right, that's it. Thanks.
Thank you, Color Theory Synth. All right, man. Next up, we have Rotary Speaker, followed by Ben Bengler and Fiora Martin, and then Elastic Drums following them. Hype.
Hi guys, this is my first hackathon ever, and you guys have been really helpful to me, especially my new friend Leonardo, who has helped me with lots of stuff here. And basically, what I was gonna say first is, well, can you film that? Thanks. Rotary speakers are beautiful, right? Well, this one is. This one is a different implementation of the old rotary effect as popularized by the Leslie cabinet, as you know, from old organs and stuff. And like I get it half finished. I got a Raspberry Pi that's supposed to control the motor voltage through a small Python script right now. My idea was to actually I'm sorry for being so all over the place. I have a Max for Live device that actually doesn't work yet, but it's gonna do it. The problem with this is this motor. I can set the duty cycle so it's slower, but the problem is it's too weak to drive this. So I'm gonna show you. So, some kind of proof of concept. That's it. Thanks.
Awesome, man. Thank you, Rotary Speaker. All right, next up, Ben Bengler, Fiora Martin. Following that, Elastic Drums. And then after that, we have XII controller. It's either XII or 12. 12. Great. Can't get it right every time. Ben Bengler, Fiora Martin.
up the volume. Okay, hello everyone. I'm Ben, this is Fiore. We both love granular synthesis. Fiore was writing a beautiful granular synthesizer in Super Collider, but we also want to move a little bit further away from the laptop and make it more tangible. So we connected it up with the first prototype. So there's a foot pedal. You can think about this light strip, about this represents the sound. So Fiore will play for us with Founds We Just Sound, we just find. Okay, thank you. And in the next version, the strip will be longer, it will be 1 meter, and we're also working on something that's nicer to touch. This is this touchy one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Next up, elastic drums, followed by 12 controller, and then legato truck instrument on deck.
Hello, my name is Oliver. I'm working on an iPhone app called Elastic Drum. It's made with pure data, and yeah, I tried to implement MIDI in there, but I kind of failed. I have nothing to present today, so I just show like the actual state of it. Maybe I could also tell something about it. So it has 6 channels, and it's all like it's without samples. It's like modeling synthesis, and yeah, you have like step sequencer and all the synth parameters, kind of a song mode, FX view, a mixer, and like file view. Okay.
Thank you. All right. Is it on? Yo. Hello? 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 Oh no, wait, never mind. I thought it was the French. Jag trodde att det var de där franska killarna. Med de där, berättade jag om dem? Eller de här 4 killarna i bandet som sitter och gör...
To quickly power that on and off?
Yeah, sure.
Den är igång.
Bara kolla att du har lite ljud. Ja.
Eller sätta dit den direkt för det skakar annars inte så det går.
Ja, så på... Ska starta på den.
Okay, let's go for another mic.
Han blir upp och ner.
Can I take that off you?
Jag kan ta något ljud.
Yo. Mike's dead, yo. Hello. Hello. What's happening?
So the sound went off totally? Oh, now it works again. Okay.
Hello? Oh. Never mind. All right. So up here now we have 12 controller. Then after that we're gonna have legato, truck, instrument, and lyrics everywhere. But take it away, 12 controller.
Hi, we made some small controllers and an app as well, and I thought we can demonstrate it, and afterwards we can talk about how it works. Yeah.
Lots of sound. Got lots of sound.
So we mapped all the 6 sides of the cubes to switch the patches actually. And it's really responsive as well. So you can really use it as an instrument. It's a continuous controller as well. Yeah. Hold it. You can talk a little bit about how that works.
Well, very simply, it's native iOS and it's based on libpd. That's the sound engine in the background, and we're using custom firmware on the Bluetooth card that's inside here, custom printed as well. We've got 3 different objects so far, more planned, and we're hoping to open out the library, the API later on. Not quite sure how yet, or what form it's going to take, but if anybody wants to get in contact and sort something out, we'll love to work with all of you, because there's so many good ideas here today. It's been the best place ever. It's great. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. All right, check it. Next up, legato truck instrument, followed by lyrics everywhere, and then OSC iPhone Live Jam. Beyonce is drowning me out.
Hello, hello. Okay, the fastest switch ever. I'm ready. Okay, the reason for that is, no, I don't need it. The reason for that is I made an instrument that is totally silent, so I can't demonstrate any sound. The reason for that is it's quite a huge instrument. It's actually a truck. It's a synthesizer for a truck. You can play the RPM of the idle speed of the truck, and I have made, you can say the truck is represented by the blue boxes over there, and so I have 3 of them. So if you see some curves over there, yeah, you see it over there. I have Ableton Live here and a max patch that will send information to the boxes there, and they transform this information to engine speed to the CAN controller, which is necessary for a truck, so it can respond for my request for music. And hopefully I can expand this and also make it live in reality. I work at Scania and Södertälje, so it's quite easy for me, just as you know. I have a lot of trucks. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, man. All right, moving right along. Only about 10 or more so to go. Did I say something bad? Lyrics everywhere. Next up, followed by OSC iPhone Live Jam, and then SEK. Let's get it live.
Hello, everybody. Well, first of all, thank you to everybody. This is by far the best music hack day I have ever been, and all of you are amazing. I mean, this is by far the best one. Grab your PC or mobile phone and go to midihack.musicsmatter.com. Wait a moment before click connect to WebSocket, because we are still running. And so, what is our rack? We wanted to add the lyrics to live gigs when someone is playing with Ableton. So we've done this simple Ableton plugin. It's not very simple. Show the path, okay? And which is using Max for Live to drag the lyrics. And I also managed how to run a web server inside Max for Live. This sounds strange, but it works, and hopefully. And we also added a 3D view of the lyrics while the song is playing, and we control the effects with the MIDI controller. Okay, now you can connect to the web socket. And you should also see the lyrics in real time while the track is playing on Ableton. Imagine this doing, I mean, like a Radiohead live, and you can see the lyrics while they are playing. Okay, I mean, that should be okay. Okay, we are going to show you the path that we built. Look at it. This is show the web server. Show the web server. It's here. It's up web server, and here this the web server component. Okay, everything inside Ableton. That's great. I mean, thank you. That's it.
Thank you, guys. Lyrics everywhere. Thank you. All right, next up. OSC, iPhone Live Jam, followed by SEK, and then HTML Sequencer. Moving right along. Just a heads up to all of you, we are running a little bit tight because of all the stoppages and unforeseen complications. So if you guys could be ready to go as soon as we call your name, we would appreciate it greatly. So right now we have OSC iPhone Live Jam. SEK follows that. Then we got HTML Sequencer, and then after HTML Sequencer, we have Finger Drumming 3-track Sequencer. Let's get ready to rock.
All right. So my hack, or my idea, was to figure out a way to jam with my friends through iPhones or any handheld devices, and use those to control Ableton. And this is what I came up with. Sorry. Is there any way to get video from here too? From iPhone? From there? No, from Thunderbolt. Okay. Well, maybe if you can film the screen.
Okay. So
just
switch
here.
Switch your computer instead.
No, just from where. Yeah, that should work. All right. No sound. So I haven't actually had time to play through this, so I'm just going to try something here. Anyway, you can see the function of it. It's triggering clip through a grid here, and you can use, right now you can use 2 phones, but it's possible to have more than that. And to this I also wanted to get some sort of visual feedback, so I used 3JS to sort of give some visual feedback. I'm not quite finished with that either. You can also control parameters through the accelerometer. By pressing down here and moving the phone. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, next up, SEK, followed by HTML sequencer, and then we got finger drumming 3-track sequencer, and Swan Song after that. So you guys get ready.
Ljudet funkar inte.
Yeah, we have sound. We just need to turn off the music.
Okay, hi. My name is Adrian. I'm here with Bastien, and basically what we do is we have a band with 2 other members over there. And what we do is we do jam and improvisation with hardware synthesizers and drum machines and Ableton, something like a hybrid configuration. And we've been struggling with the problem is that we have our synthesizer and we're doing loop-based music, and the problem is that we don't own 5 or 6 launchpads, I don't know, but we all have a smartphone. And what we wanted to do is to take the session view of Ableton Live and put like a tiny light version of this on the smartphone so we can record loop and playback them on our synthesizer and keep controlling them with the button and have the MIDI notes playback. So we made a TouchOS interface and a Max for Live device for that, and we record a video because we didn't want to demo on scene because it will crash. So yeah, here's like the video of what it looks like. Not this one. Okay. Come on. Okay, from the beginning. So, yeah, this is like the TouchOS interface. It records in a session clip. You can also switch a clip and record another one. And then chain the 2 clips. And then have the first one playback and then the second, like the launch options in the session view in Ableton. So this generates clips in your session views, and you can use them to perform.
Thanks. You guys. Well done. All right, next up, HTML sequencer, followed by finger drumming 3-track sequencer and Swan Song. Then we got palm muted fake guitar. Get ready.
Right. Hello. I wanted to make a sequencer and kind of see where it went. So this is made with HTML and JavaScript, and it runs a web audio synth. So the sound might be a little bit cracking and popping. So there's a weird, what you can do is set the tempo, and you can turn on the drums. They're kind of just to help you keep the, keep the tempo. And then I thought that it would be nice to have some like MIDI filters and directly visualize what they do. So what you can do is you can add the white things by holding down, and they grow to change the velocity. And then the orange line shows the result of these two filters. So there are only two. I wanted to add more, but I didn't have time. So you can change the scale, and you'll see them update. You can also do it from the keyboard here, so you can see immediately what it will sound like. So if you so you can get different chords quickly. And then you can also change the length of the notes for all of them at the same time. So this is legato, and you could do that for all of them. And the nice thing is that this also keeps in sync, so if I start to move it, I can immediately see what the result will be. Thanks.
Thank you, man. That was dope. That was dope. All right, next up. Finger drumming 3-track sequencer. Let's do it. Followed by Swan Song, and then the palm muted fake guitar. And then on deck after all that is Midify Duplo. Let's get it poppin'. Do we have finger drumming 3-track sequencer in the house? Finger drumming 3-track sequencer. Going once. Going twice. Huh? They may have gone home. All right. Swan Song. Let's do you guys. We'll put finger drumming on hold until we can find out what's up. After that, we got palm muted fake guitar and Midify Duplo. Let's get it poppin'.
Okay, hi, I'm Anna, and I built this, and I think it's quite important that you don't miss the beginning, because then nothing will make sense. So look carefully. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, palm muted fake guitar. There we go. Moving right along. After that, we got Midify Duplo, Dropworks, and Libstep. And then last but definitely not least, we have
You want me to film here? No, no, Mr.
Shoot More Cubes as our final act.
There's nothing interesting there. Yeah, I'm Ramiro, and well, normally when I try to add guitars in a mix, I tried using physical modeling and passing through virtual cabinet and guitar effects, but in the end I have always trouble dealing with palm muting in the guitar. So yeah, I decided to yesterday start a new reactor ensemble, and yeah, I did something with my nanopad, and well, in the end I don't have a guitar, it's just one string, but you can palm mute it. So
All right, all right. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, moving right along, we got Midify Duplo, followed by Dropworks, Libstep, and Shoot More Cubes. Let's get it poppin'. Yeah.
Great. I should press this red button. All right, thank you. Actually, this is just a very tiny small thing. It's a Midify Duplo. I used a tiny little Duplo brick and modified it. I actually started last night, so there's a MIDI plug and it mostly works. But essentially, I just came up the stage to see what it sounds like on a big sound system. I think it will be a nice wavetable synthesizer controlled by MIDI later on. Yeah, thank you very much.
Short but sweet. Thank you. All right, next up, Dropworks. Let's drop the beat. Do you guys need help? Libstep and Shoot More Cubes. You guys can start getting ready.
Hey. All right, this is obviously Dropworks, and it's a prototype of a non-tempo based instrument that will trigger all the sounds you will hear triggered by the drops falling and closing a circuit, giving us MIDI notes. Yeah, so we'll just start, I guess.
Good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. All right, we're down to our last two. First up, we got Lib Step. And then after that, our last hack presentation of the afternoon, Shoot More Cubes. Get excited.
All right, so everyone knows and loves the 808 style step sequencer. I was thinking that I should kind of try to make a new version of that, or an evolution of it. I'm a programmer, so I want to do this in code. I want to write music as code. So think of it as processing, which I think a lot of you probably know. And you can basically create sequences of notes and modify them, so you can combine and you can transpose a set of notes, for example, or you can create tools to make it easier to describe the music you're doing. You could potentially use this to do live coding or modifying the notes on the fly with MIDI input. Right now I just made a small demo to kind of show what it might sound like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Libstep. All right. Last but not least, shoot more cubes. Let's get it popping.
Okay, cool, it works. I guess I should hold this. Oh no, I should do this. It's, yeah. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm Brian. I've been awake for about 32 hours, and so have you, so congratulations. Shoot More Cubes is the really simple game that I made because I'm interested in games and sound for games. And I'm usually at like game hackathons, and I'm the sound guy, but this time I decided to make a game. So I made a game in Unity that sends messages to live and triggers MIDI clips and turns knobs for me. And I was hoping to, I think I could get it to turn knobs on like hardware and synths and stuff, but I decided not to do that this time. So I'm just going to play a little bit of the game, and that'll be it, all right?
Do you want me to hold the microphone?
No, that's okay. Let's see if it works. So, yeah, thanks. So in this game, I've got sounds that are triggered by shooting these cubes, and sounds that are triggered every time one of these giant evil cubes appears randomly on the map. Those are triggering all the bass notes. And my position on the map triggers a MIDI clip that changes the music. And as I go lower, you'll hear the music change. All right, and now I'm down here. You can hear kind of the filters and everything go down. As I go up, you'll hear a MIDI clip kind of go off, rising. And that's pretty much it. You can shoot at the cubes and get rid of them. They'll keep popping up, and that's pretty much it. I've been having a lot of fun with this for the last couple hours, so I didn't. Oh, thanks.
All right, all right. All right, guys. That was our last hack presentation of today. Before we do anything else, let's have a huge round of applause for everybody that presented and everybody that participated in this weekend. It's been fabulous. Thank you guys for putting up with my bit of a rambles every now and then on the mic as an MC. I appreciate you guys. Anyway, so right now, thank you. I appreciate you guys. And I heard that one person shouted me out on Twitter, so shout out to whoever that was. I appreciate you. Right now, we're going to take a 5-minute break, and our so-called panel of judges, whatever you want to call them, group of leaders, are going to have a little conference and talk about some stuff. Then we're going to come back, and we're going to have a ceremony for all the wonderful things that we've seen this weekend. So that's it for me, you guys. Great work again. Everybody give yourselves another hand. Let's go.